We have a liftoff.
Yo, what's the word? What's the vibes? What's up? Back for another episode. We are on episode, it says 24, it should say 25. I'm gonna edit that afterwards, but let me fix this joint over my ear. My joint looking crazy with the ear pointy and stuff. Yes, I'm a Knicks fan. Yes, it's Nick or die. It's Nick or die. You feel me? Nick or die. Orange and blue skies. I don't know whatever else y'all talking about, but it's Nick or die around here. You feel me? We going to the finals. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Let me just load this up real quick. I'm going to get into something in a second, but I just need to load this up. I just need to download this picture that I sent to myself. That way I can put it on my big screen and we can talk about it. So just give me a second real quick, because I was, again, not prepared. Waiting to the last second to get prepared, and I shouldn't do that. But I got everything else, though. You see the title. We're going to talk about the Jets. I got to talk about them real quick, because I really don't feel like it was talked about enough. Like, what? Right? I just feel like it wasn't talked about enough, and it's just not fair. Oh, wait, continue downloading. Okay. Exit. It's just not fair. You feel me? Like, it's just not fair. So, as these load up, these are gonna load up. It's just gonna make my computer just act stupid, right? Bang, 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 bang. Right. I just wanna open them all. Let's see if it opens all of them at the same time. One. Okay, open Todd Monken twice. Open this. Okay. Gotta open this guy. It's gonna be a quick second, fellas. Y'all just gotta give me a second. It's gonna be a quick second. Todd Monken. Oh, I already exposed one of the guys. My computer be slow. It can't handle doing multiple things at once. Wait till I get this PC, though. Wait till I get this PC. When I get this PC, this joint about to be smooth sailing. It's about to be smooth sailing. It's about to be smooth sailing. So, I think I got all the people that I need to have up. And we about to get started on the show. I think because that's everybody that I need to have up. Cool. Now that that's done, right? My computer can focus. We good. We straight. Let me just rub my eyes a little bit. Open them up a little bit. You know what I'm feeling? Take my sip of water. All right, let's talk. So, New York Jets. Okay, Woody came out, talked. Aaron came out, talked. I don't believe none of what they were saying. Okay, New York Jets, they decided to fire Robert Saleh on Tuesday after flying home on Sunday. Woody apparently called. It's not apparently, actually, he did call him because Aaron confirmed it. Called him and said, "Yo, how's your ankle? Whatever the case may be. How are you feeling health-wise, right?" I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I don't believe that that's the only thing that they talked about. And the reason why, let me tell you the reason why. Because Woody is calling him like, "Yo, you know Robert planned on firing Hackett being A-Rod Mans for however long over in Green Bay?" Aaron like, nah, he can't go. And the reason why, and you know, like, they'd be like, all right, so if A-Rod and Woody conspired, let's just use that word, they conspired or whatever it can be, and then they planned, and it's not really a conspiracy because it actually happened. Not their part, at least, but like firing Robert so that Hackett can stay. Then why not make Hackett the head coach? Here's why. Because then it would have been too obvious if you make Hackett the head coach. If you make Hackett the head coach, it is blatantly obviously that you fired him by him I mean Saleh, in order to make Hack the coach. Now, for people who have lived it, experienced it, whatever the case may be, by people I mean Woody, A-Rod, Hack, Robert, whatever the case may be, that Jets office, if they ever get a hold of this clip and they hear me say this is probably like, yo, this guy is overthinking it. But my law and order skills, my FBI skills, my detective and common sense skills tell me, buddy, all the fingers point at you, Woody, and Hack. That's it. Woody don't care about what anybody else want but what Aaron want. I guarantee you before November 5th, Davante Adams is going to be a Jet because the Ravens fell out of the race. The Chiefs are out of the race. Commanders are out of the race. And there's one more team that was out of the race for trade talks. And I don't know if it's because the Raiders are asking for too much or if it's because the Raiders don't want to send them to these teams. Because knowing like teams like, well, for the Commanders, y'all have a shiznit ton of money. So, I mean, like, y'all shouldn't have any problem trading, whether it's picks or anything else to continue to build this team, around JD and give him the most weapons possible to find success. Because really at this point, the Commanders look like they could run with anybody in the NFC. I don't want to say they can run with anybody in AFC. I have to see them versus top AFC competition. I'm not saying that the Bengals aren't top AFC competition because their record doesn't really define who they are. But, no, let me not say that. They are a lot better than their record, I should say. Not a lot better, but they are better than what their record is, okay? They should definitely have 2 wins in a column. Definitely should have 2 wins. They definitely should have won that Chiefs game, but that flag killed them. Yeah, you lost to Commanders, rightfully so, because that was a terrible play call at the end of the game. Well, not a terrible, but like that's just a very, very, very risky game plan or game winning call to make right there. Like that's game deciding right there against the Commanders. You lost to the Ravens in overtime. Y'all played a hell of a game offensively, just defensively. Neither teams could get a stop. So, I mean, there's that. Should have won that game too, but the kick was messed up. Whatever. It's just like Commanders are a really good team, and I'm not going to take anything away from them. They played really well. Jaden Daniels has played really well. That defense is starting to pick up as the season is coming along because they definitely started off really shaky, really bad in the beginning. But it's coming along. They dismantled the Browns. They're handling teams very well. Beat the hell out of the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to see them versus a tougher opponent. That's what I need to see because when they played Cincinnati, it was the back and forth until the first team made a mistake and couldn't score on a drive. And then that's when Washington starts to outscore you, and you had a chance to make a stop, you just didn't come up with it. But back to the Jets. I don't want to get away from the Jets. They need to. I don't think they need any more pieces. I don't even think firing Saleh was the right thing to do. I feel like right now you're about to go. The losses that you have are to 3 really good defenses: the Vikings, Denver, which you should have won that game. You got to blame that on offense. You have to blame that on offense. If your defense only gives up 10 points in a game, and your offense only needs to score 11 to win, and your offense can't score 11 to win, we have bigger issues to talk about than just the head coach. We got to talk about the offensive coordinator. We got to talk about the quality control coach. We got to talk about the quarterback. We got to talk about everybody on the offensive side of the ball. Defense did their job. Why is the offense not doing theirs? You feel me? So, who else? And then they just lost to Vikings, who arguably have the best defense in the league. I mean, shit, the way they playing, they shutting down all the big teams. All the high offensive power teams. You know what I'm saying? Like they have 0 losses. They dismantled they dismantled the Texans, beat the hell out of them. They beat up on 49ers. Obviously, we just seen them beat up on the Jets, and that was still a close game. But they beat up on the Jets, pick 6, 2 more turnovers after that. Who else do they have? Everybody that they beat up on the Giants, obviously. They're just stacking these wins, and that defense, B-Flow, got that defense looking really good. So I mean, to fire Robert Saleh after 5 games, and then you have a Monday Night Football game coming up against a divisional opponent who, if you win this game, you're 3-3 and you're tied, and you might be in first place because you would have 2 divisional wins. If you lose this game, I mean, it's to another tough opponent in the division that drops you to 2-4, but that's still not bad because you still play the Patriots and you still play the Dolphins, which are teams that you could beat. You know what I'm saying? Those are teams that you could put in the win column. Then you have some other games that you could go and win and, stack up that win column. I think at least the Jets should be finishing no less than 10-7, and you guys can finish with that 6th or 5th spot. I don't know about that anymore with the firing of their head coach. I don't know if this makes the team better because I really don't know what firing him did for the team. I don't know what that did. He wasn't out there throwing those interceptions. He wasn't out there letting the pass rush just get there to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really hate that fell to the feet of Robert Saleh. That really sucked for him, and that sucks for his family too. But who knows? He'll have a coaching opportunity coming up soon. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna call him. Dolphins might call him. I mean, shoot, yeah, that's actually a really good pickup. The Dolphins might call him. The Jags might call him. 49ers might call him. Yo, long live, what's up? It's just me tonight. The Jags might call him. 49ers might call him. I would really like a sick pair up with Mike McDonald and Robert Saleh in Seattle. Whoo! The thing that those 2 defensive minds could create, wow, that'd be great. I would like him in Arizona to rebuild that defense. I would really like him on any other team, man. He's such a stud of a head coach. He just had to deal with a lot of shit at New York, man. Being that you drafted Zach Wilson, apparently wasn't the quarterback that. Yeah, I was gonna say Dallas next. Dallas would be a good fit for him too, because y'all kind of built similar to the 49ers a little bit. Y'all are just missing a linebacker, but y'all are kind of built similar to the 49ers defense. What was I saying? Damn, I lost my train of thought. I'm really trying to remember, and I feel like the more I'm trying to remember, the longer the further away it gets from me. But yeah, he would fit well on a lot of teams. I really hope that somebody calls him, but I really doubt that that's what I was saying. He drafted Zach Wilson. From what I heard, that wasn't his draft pick. Somebody like above him, I don't know. Somebody above him drafted him. They wanted that pick. That's what they got. And that's, it is what it is. You had a terrible first season with him. You had a terrible second season with him. That's why they went out and got, they had Aaron Rodgers. And, he walked onto that team with Zach Wilson, actually. Zach Wilson was drafted by Adam Gase. Second year, Zach Wilson played under Saleh, didn't go well. Third year, that's when they went and got Aaron. Yeah. And then, yeah. So, for him, it was never, the odds were never in his favor with that Jets team. He built that Jets team really well. Defensively, he built that Jets team really well. But, I mean, there's too many common denominators in this firing with Nathaniel Hackett or with Robert Saleh telling Woody like, hey, we got to get rid of Hack, and then you call Aaron that night, that you and Robert have that conversation, and then Tuesday morning, right before you walk into the office to fire Hack, you call him in the office instead, and you go and fire him. I'm pretty sure he didn't leave that office happy. They said they escorted him out. I've read multiple reports saying that he was escorted out. I'm pretty sure it's because he didn't leave that office happy. Delvin Kirk, I've never seen you in my chat before, Delvin. Can I get a sub and a like? I'd appreciate it. But yeah, A-Rod is washed. I'm not gonna lie to you. He is washed. He makes good throws and he makes terrible throws. To me, the OC, and that is absolute 100%. There's no way. This is my thing. You have, in a world where I'm the quarterback and I have Mike Williams, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Malachi Corley, who put on a great show in the preseason, and then I got Braylon Allen, Breece Hall, Ty Smith, Morgan Moses, I got Tyler Conklin, and I got another tight end right behind him. They should most definitely be one of the better offenses in the league, especially with a better quarterback, a smarter quarterback, an experienced quarterback behind center. They should definitely be a better team, but they have ran into teams that have been better than them. Aaron, you didn't show up for preseason. You didn't participate in the preseason. Aaron, you barely showed up to OTAs and minicamp. Aaron, you did not build a rapport with this team after missing an entire season. Like, yeah, you're cool with the guys and stuff. You're cool with the coach and the coach's son. That's your throwing buddy. The coach's son is your throwing buddy. But where's your connect? Like, why? You've been off for an entire year. And we saw you throwing the ball late November last year. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you, with a year off, why don't you have that chemistry with these guys already? At least with the Garrett Wilson, Tyler Conklin, and Breece. You know what I'm saying? And Alan Lazard. Why isn't that chemistry there? Mike Williams, I get, is a new addition. Braylon, a new addition. The tackles, the tackles are a new addition. But this is all the team that you and Nathaniel Hackett tried to put together. And you asked Woody, you told Woody, this is what I want. You told Saleh, this is what I want. This is what I need around me to be successful so we can build something. And it's not working. And so far, somehow it fell to the fault of Robert, which is Coach Robert Saleh, which is absolutely insane. That's your coworker. I appreciate you for putting me out there. I really do. I really do. Thank you, Delvin Kirk. I appreciate you for coming through. It's been a lot of things going wrong for the Jets. This brings me back to my conversation that I had a couple weeks ago when I said ones follow ones, and I was told that I don't watch. I'm never gonna let that down, bro. I'm never gonna let that down. And when Pinky decides to show back up into my chat, I am going to give him hell, bro. Because Pinky came in here, told me that I did not watch football because I said ones follow ones, and Garrett Wilson for the first 3 weeks of football got followed by the number one corner, and Christian Gonzalez gave him hell. Patrick Surtain gave him hell. L'Jarius Sneed gave him hell. You know what I'm saying? For those 3 weeks, he was living in hell because they was on his ass, and they don't move him around enough. Like, in a game where you see that your number one wide receiver is, I don't want to say struggling to get open, but that's what it is. You're struggling to get open. And against these man concepts, you need to move him around, motion him, get him open in the slant, get him open with an out route, get him open across the formation, motion him across the formation, let him run a flat route, because Garrett Wilson with the ball is crazy. Garrett Wilson, when the ball is in his hands in open field, Garrett Wilson does crazy shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one thing I could credit him for. He is a crazy run after catch type of guy. He just doesn't get those opportunities. He really didn't get them at Ohio State. He was really more of a high point type of guy, 50-50 ball catcher, and he made crazy throws then. But like, he makes insane cuts in open field. So I I think that the Jets really have to figure something out. And if we don't see some change by Monday night, because this is a team that they should beat. The Bills team is a team that they should beat, especially with missing the players that the Bills are missing and seeing how they just played last weekend. And I think that your defense is, on par with Houston's defense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be able to do the same thing to the Bills that Houston did to the Bills. Making Josh struggle to throw the ball, forcing in errant throws, making them work for literally every inch, every yard, and making them work to get to the end zone. And that's just my take on the Jets. It's been really nasty for them. I would like to say I want to see them turn it around, but I really don't care for them to turn it around. That's not my team in the AFC. So, yeah. But they are the story to talk about. And I honestly, for me, I can't wait to watch them play and see how they do. Because they do have... Breece Hall and Braylon is probably one of my favorite running back duos in the league. I'm not going to lie to you. And if used correctly, that can be a very dangerous running back room. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's just not working out how it's supposed to. You're really not supposed to have your 40-year-old quarterback throw the ball 40 to 50 times a game. But not when you have two power backs like that in the backfield. That makes no sense to me. That made no sense. But it is what it is. We'll have to wait till Monday to see. On to the next topic. There was a CBS just put this out, and I'm glad I saw this because I was struggling thinking about it. Like, what the hell am I talking about today? I wanted to talk about Caleb Williams and his 300-yard performance against the Panthers, and how I think that Caleb was finding his stride. But that's all I have to say about that. He's finding his stride. He is catching. I don't want to say he's catching up, but he is starting to grow in that offense and find his rhythm, and I'm really happy for him. I'm not like a hating type of guy. I don't want to see him fail. I want to see him back up everything that he said he was going to be coming into the league, and he said a lot before coming into the league, and I just want to see him live up to that. So to see him do that, especially a guy that's like local, I got to watch him play in person. I'm really excited for him. I'm really happy for him, and I hope that he can somehow make it to the playoffs, whether it's the 6th seed, 7th seed. I want to see Caleb in the playoffs. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to see that Bears team in the playoffs. But I have a graphic for you guys that I wanted to talk about because it popped up on my phone, and I was like, yeah, but Delvin, this is not his first week putting up 300 yards. He put up 300 yards last weekend too. And I mean, he did it against the Colts and he did it against the Panthers. That's not his fault who's on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure if he wanted to play the top competition every weekend from the competitor that I would assume that he is, then I'm sure he would play the Chiefs twice, the Ravens twice, the Texans twice. He would play all those top teams 2 times if he could, just to prove himself. But it's not his fault who's on the schedule. They line up, they put the pads on just like he does. Ball up top. You feel me? Ball up top. Charge it to the game. I have this graphic. I'm starting to get congested. I don't know why. Probably need to open the window. Let's see. Switch the screen. All right. Cool. We're good. Right? We can blow it up a little bit. That way we can fully see it. So after week 6, we're going into week 6. I guess Cody Benjamin is a good guy. In CBS. I guess his word means something. But these are his top 10 quarterbacks going into week 6. Now, I think this shit is completely messed up. I'm not going to lie to you. You have to take record into fact. You have to take performances into fact. You have to take strength of schedule into fact. Okay? This is absolutely messed up. This shit is ridiculous. Okay? This guy just lost to the Arizona Cardinals. Right? Through a game-sealing interception. And listen. I like every single one of these quarterbacks. I like every single one of these quarterbacks, okay? I like every single one of these quarterbacks. I just want to make that very, very, very clear. I have no hate, no animosity. It's just this guy right here pisses me off. Well, he he doesn't piss me off. It's just the fans piss me off. The fans piss me off, okay? And the media pisses me off because they keep comparing this guy to this guy and this guy, and they call this guy a running back, and they say this guy is just as good as this guy, and it's not. It's not close, okay? Because it's really these two guys, and then it's everybody else, okay? And that hasn't changed for me, and that's not going to change. Okay, this guy has 3 Super Bowls. This guy has 2 MVPs, closing in on his 3rd one. I'm sure by the end of the year, if they finish the way they're supposed to finish, this guy should be MVP by the end of the year. Should be. If he finishes with 4,000 passing yards, 1,100 rushing yards, and the 30 touchdowns that he's projected to finish at, I think that he can do it. But let's really just talk about this. So Lamar Jackson being one, you could argue 1 or 2 based off the last 3 games, and I'm not mad at it if I'm being completely honest with you. All right, in the last 3 games, Lamar has looked like MVP Lamar that we know him to be. The fumbles, I don't really like, but we all know he's due for one a game, just damn near. We'd like to see him stop the fumbling. At least I would. That's my favorite player in the league. But I'm not mad at him being one. He just smashed the Cowboys. No diddy. He violated Derrick Henry violated the Bills. But Lamar had 3 touchdowns in that game, 3 total touchdowns in that game too, to Josh Allen's 0. And then he just went ahead and went in a shootout with one of the best, quarterbacks in the league. You know what I'm saying? I can't take anything away from Joe Burrow, okay? You walked off the field playing Patrick Mahomes in Arrowhead. You walked off the field with the lead. And then a very questionable flag wins them the game. Very questionable flag wins them the game. Okay? You're in a shootout with Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders because your defense can't get a stop to save their life. Their defense can't get a stop to save their life. Gesicki drops the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. You got to settle for a field goal. You're driving down the field. You score again. You got about 2 minutes left, and this guy ices the game with a crazy bomb to the end zone off of a really bad defensive play call. Really bad defensive play call. I think it's super, super gambly. If anything, that's not the gamble I want to take right there on that 3rd down. But it is what it is. I felt like if all the coaches agreed, if the head coach and the defensive coordinator agreed on that play call at the end of that Washington Bengals game, then that's something that they probably felt like they could live with if they convert it. You know what I'm saying? They could live with if something, positive comes from this. I just don't think that in their minds they saw a touchdown coming. And I didn't either. Not with the way the pressure came. But Jaden Daniels, he's done that his entire college career. Face the pressure, get the ball out. You know what I'm saying? This is a damn good quarterback that Washington got. Brock Purdy, like I just said, you just lost to the Arizona Cardinals in a division game where you could have walked down the field and you could have sealed the game with a field goal, but you threw an interception on the first play. Not a good look. You really don't belong here. Josh Allen, buddy, in 2 games since you've played, since you started 3-0, you've played the Jags, who you smoked, rightfully so because they suck. The Dolphins, where Tua was shaking in the first drive, and they looked bad the first drive, and your defense was putting you in really good field positions, and you killed them. You killed that game. I can't take nothing away from you from that. You killed that game, but they also suck. And then your first game, you open up with the Cardinals, who you were down 17-0 to, but you had to fight to come back. I don't believe you should be right here after the 2 performances you just put out against 2 better teams, and being the Ravens, not being able to put a touchdown up versus the Ravens, and only putting up 1 touchdown versus Houston. I don't think you belong in that spot. I'm sorry. You put up 1 touchdown in 2 games. You went 9 for 30. 9 for 30 and 130 yards and a touchdown that I don't want to say it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was luck, but if Keon Coleman doesn't score that, Corin, what's up, my guy? Smoothie, what's up? If Keon Coleman doesn't score that, if he doesn't break that tackle and get upfield, you have 0 touchdowns. You probably settle for a field goal that drive, or you guys run that into the end zone. You don't belong at 4. Baker at 5, I'm not mad at Baker at 5. He could be a little bit lower because I'm definitely gonna move these 5 guys up, these 4 guys up. I'm definitely gonna move these guys up, most definitely. So Baker probably would be somewhere between 7 and 8. You know what I'm saying? They would be somewhere around that ballpark. This list is so ass backwards. This guy is 5-0. This guy is 6-0. Although he hasn't been playing his best ball, he looked really good versus the Saints. That interception isn't his fault with the end zone, and Juju, you got to catch that, bro. You a big body. You got to catch that. But he played really well. I just don't like the other interceptions that he has. So right now, based on how he's played with the other interceptions that he threw, especially like versus Cincy and then the game after that, I got to put you at like 3. Jaden, I would put at 2. No, wait, nope. Yeah, no. Jaden at 2. Lamar in the last 3 games has been really good. So I feel like Lamar at 1 isn't. I'm going to put Lamar at 2. This is what I'll do. I got to take strength of schedule into consideration too. Okay, here we go. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because when Delvin, don't do that, bro. Because when he played the 49ers, right, he was backed up in his own 3-yard line and threw a dot to the other side of the field to JJ, and JJ ran it the rest of the way. I mean, a system. If listen. I'm gonna debunk the system thing right now. Everybody is in a system, okay? Everybody is in a system. This guy, he's in a system. That guy, he is in a system. That guy, he is in a system. He is in a system. They're all in systems. All 32 teams have their own systems that all of their quarterbacks are in. Now, not all teams have good system fits for their quarterback. Not all quarterbacks fit in those systems. You know what I'm saying? Sammy D, he fits in that perfect system. He fits perfectly. That system fits him perfectly. He knows where to get the ball to, how to get the ball out. The reads are very easy for him. He is a veteran that has seen a lot in this league, and this is a resurgence for him. It took a long time. But this is a resurgence for him, and we're finally getting to see the Sam Darnold that we wish we could have seen when he got drafted by the Jets. So Sam Darnold, I got to put Sam Darnold at 2, maybe 1. You know what? I'm not going to do the pick and choose. I'm not going to do it. This is what I'm going to do. Because he did just throw a couple interceptions a couple weeks ago and almost lost to that Packers team. I got to remember that too. I'm going to put Lamar at 1. I'm going to put Jaden Daniels at 2. Okay? That's 1 and 2 right now. You know what I'm saying? Although he's been playing lower level competition, I can't take anything away from him. He's a rookie coming into the NFL killing shit. You get to be number 2, my guy. Patrick Mahomes, I got to put you at 4 because I'm putting Sam Darnold at 3. Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, you could say that for a lot of teams. Like, the defense has been playing lights out for Patrick Mahomes in that Chiefs game, or in this Chiefs team, and Patrick Mahomes has been put in really good positions to score. You could say that about CJ Stroud and the Texans. They were put in really good positions for that game versus the Bills, and CJ Stroud, I mean, that defense closed out the end of the game, and they got CJ Stroud the ball back. He walked down the field, scored. The defense for the Falcons got Kirk Cousins back, who should be in the top 10 right now, and scored. got Kirk the ball back, and Kirk was able to walk downfield, score. You feel me? Got the ball into overtime, got Kirk the ball again. Well, no, Kirk already started with the ball, walked downfield, scored. You feel me? Last year with Lamar Jackson and that insane defense that he had, they put on a show week in and week out for 17 games. Well, really for 14 games. Those 3 games that they lost was really because of the defense breaking down. But they put on a show, put Lamar Jackson in position to score, and Lamar Jackson was scoring. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. I got a question. I know you already covered the Jets situation, but why do you think teams fire the head coach instead of the OC? I think that they fire the head coach because he's the head coach. You feel me? It's easy to blame him. He's the head coach. That's who's easy to blame. It's just that simple. You could blame the OC, you could blame the DC, you could blame the quality control guys, the equipment managers, the water boy, the ball boy, the T boy, the wide receiver coach, the running back coach, quarterback coach, DB coach, linebacker coach, lineman coach. Don't matter. You can blame them all. But at the end of the day, the guy that stands at the front of that podium every day after practice, every day after the games, has to answer the questions at halftime, has to answer the questions at kickoff, has to go to Woody or, the GM and the owner, and you got to talk to them guys. That's the guy that has to answer for everything. You know what I'm saying? Even though some of those hires aren't his hires, you feel me? The team before hired them or the GM hired them. And it's like, you're stuck with this guy because I want this guy here. That's why they get the blame. That's why they get fired. Is it fair? No, but life ain't fair, and that's what you took on as the role. You know what I'm saying? I can't fault him for his record because his record isn't who he is. That's a Super Bowl appearing coach right there. You know what I'm saying? He's been to the Super Bowl a few times. He's had really good defense. We know him to have really good defenses. Obviously, with both teams that we've recently seen him coach. It's just, the dice just didn't roll in his odds. The ball just didn't roll to his park. It's just that simple. I feel bad for Robert Saleh, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and God does things for a reason. I highly believe that, and I highly believe that God removed that good man out of that poor situation for a reason, because it was probably that media was probably ruining him. It was probably taking a toll on him and his family. It was probably doing a lot of things to him that was not good. So God took him out of that situation and put him somewhere else. I fully believe that 100%. Back to this. What I was saying. Okay, so I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to stick with Lamar at 1, Jaden at 2, Sam at 3, Patrick at 4. I'm going to put CJ at 5 because he's been Mr. Walk Him Down for the last couple of weeks. I'm going to put Baker at 6. No, I can't do that. Not after the overtime loss. I might leave this guy here. Just because although you had a walk-off win on Sunday Night Football, I don't like how you played those first 3 quarters. I don't give a damn. Those first 3 quarters was absolutely disgusting, Dak Prescott. And I had to learn to like Dak Prescott. Okay, I had to learn to respect Dak Prescott's game. And I really didn't do that up until last year when I really started to see the reason why the Cowboys were really, really losing. Well, no, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Because it was 2 years ago that I think he was like close to leading the league in interceptions. But it really wasn't. Majority of those interceptions were not his fault. Because the man was throwing absolute dots and these guys were just letting the ball pop into the air. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I just don't really. Nah. I'm sorry, Dak. You had that walk-off win. And you did really well in that last 2 minutes. But I've seen better from you. You know what I'm saying? I've seen better from you where your team shouldn't even have been in that situation. You did a decent game versus the Giants. Yeah, I've seen better from Dak. I gotta leave. I gotta see who else I gotta put like between here and yeah. You absolutely right. Pat has turned the ball over every game. You absolutely right. You absolutely right that he has turned the ball over every game. But I can't take away from the fact that he just carved up a really good defense last weekend. The week before that, who'd they play the week before that? Because I remember him cooking shit the week before that. I'm going to just leave that there. I'm going to leave that there. That's my 5. Patrick is going to be in the top 5 until I feel otherwise. He literally has no run game, 2 rookies on the low line, no Micah, no D-Law, no Bland, no Brandon Cooks. Okay. You know what I'm hearing for this $260 million quarterback? I'm hearing that he shouldn't have been a $260 million quarterback then. Because those shouldn't be excuses. Okay? 3 of those guys that you just named played defense. 3 of those guys that you named play defense. Okay? 3 of those guys that just named play defense. They don't play offense. He ain't throwing to them guys. That's like he don't throw to them guys. Okay? I can understand not having Brandon Cooks, but you also just paid CD $135 million too. So you have a super number 1 wide receiver, not just a regular number 1 wide receiver, but you got a super number 1 wide receiver. Last time I checked, Jake Ferguson still played. Also, he also found other guys. You got other guys that also caught passes, scored touchdowns, right? You also have. You do have a really poor running game. I will say that. And Dak isn't the only quarterback right now that's dealing with rookie linemen on his O-line. Especially multiple rookie linemen on his O-line. He's not the only quarterback dealing with that. I'm not saying that Dak is playing horrible, but I'm also not going to say Dak is playing at a top 5 level. I'm not. I cannot give him that credit. Because I didn't downplay anything that your quarterback did not start performing until the last 2 minutes of the game, gang. He did not start. If you're okay with him performing until the last, Kirk Cousins off a torn Achilles just threw for 500 yards. I'm shaking my camera. He just threw for 500. Is CeeDee Lamb better than is CeeDee Lamb not better than Drake London, Darnell Mooney, bro? Darnell Mooney. Is CeeDee and Dak not better than Kirk and Mooney? Is he not better than? Is that duo? Would you rather have CeeDee and Dak or Kirk and Mooney? Tell me right now in the comment what you would rather have. Tell me right now. I want you to put it in the comments right now for everybody to see. Who would you rather have? No. Who would you rather have? Kirk and Dak or CeeDee? We're not talking about wins and losses. We're not talking about wins and losses right now. We talk about how your quarterback. The point of what I put Dak at, right? The point of where I put Dak at. You got smoked by the Ravens, and they only was really letting you come back because of those crazy flags that they was giving y'all. Those crazy ass flags. I'm not going to reward you for putting up chasing from behind fucking yards, because that's what Dak was doing years ago, and I'm not going to credit you for that, because you shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. If we're not going to put you in that position in the first place, okay? We're going to talk about quarter-to-quarter performance. Quarter-to-quarter performance. Your guy is not playing his best ball in the beginning of the games. Fact or not? Fact or not? Fact or not? And it's costing them to lose games that they have no business losing. Zero. Okay? 0. All right? Now, y'all are on a bounce back. I really do. And when I mean this wholeheartedly, I've had to grow to like Dak in the recent years. And I'm not about to sit here and hold him to some crazy ass Stephen A. Smith, some crazy ass ESPN standard. Hell no. But You are a $260 million quarterback. Go out there if fucking... Oh, excuse me. I don't mean to curse. I'm sorry. My bad. If three-time... If I'm not going to say he's Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going to say he's Lamar, whatever case may be. But if these other $250 million quarterbacks are doing it, why can't Dak do it? You have your XY receiver. You have your good tight end. You have not the best surrounding cast, but you wanted to get paid. You wanted that money. And they still got to figure that out. So they figured you out. Now you got to go figure it out on offense. That's what top of the top dogs do. They have to go figure it out. And that's what it is for Dak. You have to go figure it out. And did he figure it out in the last 2 minutes of the game? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He was supposed to figure it out. He figured it out, and he got over that defense. He got over that hump. He figured it out. But I can't excuse 3 turnovers. But if you think that even if Aaron Rodgers had beat Sam Darnold and he didn't throw that last interception to walk down, I'm not putting Aaron Rodgers in this top 10. I'm not, because those first couple quarters you played was absolutely ass. But why is he top 5 in yards? Why is he top 5 in yards? Why? Because what is he playing? How is he playing? What is he playing behind? He's playing from behind. He's playing from behind. The same reason why he was top 5 in yards a couple years ago, back in like 2019 and what was it? Was it 2019? Yes, 2019. When he was playing from behind and he had all those 300-yard plus games. Because he was playing from behind and he had to throw his way back into games. Your quarterback is $260 million. Figure it the hell out. Figure it the hell out. You're making $260. Figure it out. I'm not giving these quarterbacks no slack. Figure it out. Josh Allen, you're a $230 million quarterback. Put the Superman cape on. 9 for 30 is not it. Figure it out. Figure it out. I feel like the only quarterback that I can literally say, that's on the defense is, well, not even based off the last game, but like that Washington game, I can't blame that game on Joe Burrow. You feel what I'm saying? I can't blame that game on Joe Burrow. That's like the only game I can really say about any given quarterback. I can't blame that game on Joe Burrow. Baker Mayfield, I can't blame that loss to the Falcons on Baker Mayfield. Because Baker Mayfield played a crazy ass, he played very good that game. But he didn't get the ball in overtime. And they scored on a 61-yard or on a 60-yard hitch route. But my guy, Dak, yes, you have exceptional numbers. I'm not, but the box score doesn't tell. The box score tells 50% of the story. The other 50% is on tape. And what's on tape is you've got down in games and you have to throw your way back into games. And when you have to throw your way back into games, that's when your numbers start to pad up a little bit, right? That's when your numbers start to pad up a little bit. And that's the story. That's where your numbers come from. Dak would not have those 300, 400, 500-yard, 300-yard games, damn near 400-yard games if this man was up 20 points, up 15 points, 14 points. And we know that's a fact. Lamar and Joe Burrow would not both have to throw for 350 yards if it was a shootout like that. That's a fact. That is a fact. Patrick Mahomes would not have to throw for 300 yards against the Saints if they was up 2 possessions the entire game. That's a fact. That is a fact. We have to really look at these storylines, bro. Like, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Dak, bro, you didn't play well that first 3 quarters. I get it's a really good defense, but some of those throws was just, that's not the Dak Prescott that we seen last year, and that's a fact. I'm sorry, I cannot give that to you. I'm taking how you played in these quarters and how you're winning these games into consideration. And although you won that game in a good fashion the other day, I'm sorry, I cannot move you any higher than like 8. Because how you played in the beginning of that game is not great. Really, I got to put Kirk. I don't even know if I want to put Kirk so high. I think I might put Kirk at like 9 or 10. But I do want to say I want to move off of Dak because that could be a conversation for a whole day. Kirk, I could put you at like 9 or 10. CJ, I'm going to put you at like 6. CJ, I'm going to put you at like 6. Baker, I'm going to put Baker at like... Baker's been playing really good. I got to put Baker at 10. So, Dak, you're at like 8. So, Lamar, I got to put Joe at 10. I have to put Joe at 10. Joe Burrow could be at 10. Everybody else can move up. So, Dak could be like 7. Baker can be at like 9. Kirk could be at 8. Dak at 7. It's a tough list. You could be that way. You can be that way. But we have to face the reality, bro. We gotta face the reality. That's what the reality is. If you throw 3 like Jalen Hurts. Take Jalen Hurts. He's had a turnover for every game, right? I'm not about to compare Jalen Hurts and Dak, but I'm about to use this like similarity. I would say y'all shouldn't have won that game on Saturday. Or I mean Sunday night. Y'all shouldn't have won that game. With 3 turnovers from your quarterback, if the Steelers offense was any better, right, they would have won that game. But they're not that good on offense, okay? Their wide receiver wants to be lazy. Their quarterback is still learning. They can't really generate run blocks. Y'all defense played really well. But it is what it is. Y'all did come out with the win. Dak played really well in the last 2 minutes of that game. It is what it is. But Jalen threw 2 interceptions back to back. I will never let that down, especially on both sides. Jalen threw up wish me's from the beginning of the game to try and get downfield. Why, I don't know, but he does that all the time. He's guaranteed to do it at least once a game, to throw up a wish me and hope that his receiver bails him out, and it doesn't work. And the Packers should have been up 17-0 right then and there. Packers should have been up 17-0 right then and there. But they didn't. They blew that game. But when you have a quarterback that's literally giving the defense the ball, and that other team is not, like, that other team is better, they're going to win those games. And we're just going to sit there and look at, like, well, why is the ball being turned over? Who's turning over the ball? Is the running back fumbling? No, it's the quarterback throwing interceptions. You feel me? I feel like, you know who would be talking about differently if they didn't make that field goal? Or if Derrick Henry doesn't run down the sideline? Lamar. Because Lamar, you fumbled that snap in overtime, and everybody in the stadium, everybody named Mom knew in the stadium, everybody across the nation that was watching that overtime game knew in the stadium that the Bengals was going to win that game, and the media was going to rip Lamar for fumbling the ball, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And luckily enough, y'all called a really good play call. Or, well, no. Luckily enough, Zach Taylor and the offensive coordinator decided to run the ball and not put their offense in a better chance, not put the ball in your $250 million quarterback to go, who's been killing all game, per se. Killing all game, by the way. And you don't put the ball in his hands to go finish the game. I think that's a mistake. And then you let the Ravens get life, and you let Derrick Henry, who's a great closer, close out the game. That saves Lamar and his performance, because he did put on a really good performance. That puts a win in the win column. But the media is going to kill him the same way. Media is going to kill him the same way. Those are 2 quarterbacks, although they're on opposite sides of this list. Those are 2 quarterbacks that I think get the most hell out of anybody in the league. I can wholeheartedly say that. Especially Dak. Dak gets it really bad. Does he get it worse than Lamar? Yeah, I think one show particularly focuses on Dak more than anybody else. But I think it's pretty, like, damn near even, if not one worse than the other. Because the margin isn't far off. But yeah, I think he is right there at that 7 spot. which isn't bad. I mean, there's 32 guys in the league, and you're at the 7th spot. Being with how you bump into better teams, and I mean, mm, I just that's just me. I'm sorry. I can't with the let me just go to this because you fighting for your life right now. Let me just go to this because you fighting for your life right now, sis. Yeah, we know why that is. I was so mad the other day when I seen, oh, that running back. I hate that shit when people say he's a running back, bro. And I know it's just to piss people off, but I hate seeing that. Let me see real quick. Are y'all on a bye week? Y'all on a bye week, right? Who y'all got this weekend? Y'all must be on a bye week because I don't see y'all on the schedule this weekend. Y'all on? Oh no, y'all got the Lions this weekend. Ooh, and y'all are 3-2. So like, I just don't. Okay, 27 for 39, not bad. 293, not bad. One touchdown, Two interceptions. Okay, that's one game. Box score where you had to play from behind. 28 of 51. 51 passes when you're playing from behind. No interceptions, no turnovers this game. You played a clean game. Got sacked 3 times, but I do remember a couple of flags saving you. Flags that shouldn't have been flags, but that game was nasty too. He played a really good game versus the Ravens towards the back end, though, because you had to play from behind because you couldn't really move the ball in the first half. You started figuring it out in the fourth quarter, late in the third, early in the fourth, but a little too late, right? You played the Cowboys. 22 for 27. We know how that goes. I mean, you played the Cowboys. You played the Giants. 22 for 27, 221, 2 touchdowns. Played really well. 125 QBR. This game, the Steelers, 29 of 42, 352, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I think he had a fumble, right? And he had a fumble. So, I mean, beautiful numbers, right? 352, pretty. A lot of touchdowns, pretty. But what's the context? What's the context? Did y'all have the lead the entire game versus the Steelers? No, it was like 3-3 in the first. Then it went to like 6-6. Hold on. Then it went to like 6-6. Y'all were 9 for 15 on third down. I mean, like, I'm sorry. Like the numbers sound good, but like when you like really remember how that game went, it's just like. And then let me pull up my other guy that I put at 5, who's 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 16th in QBR, right? Even though he really should have 5 interceptions. People dropping the ball in the red zone, that's kind of crazy. Let's see. Stats versus. Right? Let's see. Saints versus Chiefs. We got box score. Patrick, 28 for 39, 331. No touchdowns, but an interception because they ran it in. They had 1, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Did they have a pick 6? No. It's 14. They kicked a whole bunch of field goals. Damn, I might really have to. I can see why you're so frustrated. I might have to drop Patrick Mahomes a couple spots. He played a really good game versus the Saints. I really can't be mad at the game that he played versus the Saints. But the game before that, he played the Chargers, and he did throw that interception. I remember that interception versus the Chargers. He played the Falcons, got picked off in the red zone. I remember that. Played the Bengals, got picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. Played the Ravens. I think he got picked off by Kyle Hamilton. But, like, he's throwing 20 for 28 in this game. Next game, 18 for 25. Next game, 20 for, oh no, that's Kirk. 26 for 39. Next game. Okay, I can see your frustration. I can see your frustration on why I put on why I had Lamar at 5. I mean, Patrick at 5. Okay, fine. Let me do this then. Let me put. I'll move Dak up to 7. No, because he's still undefeated. He's still winning these games. So I'm gonna keep Patrick right there at 6, where he's at right now. I'm gonna keep him at 6. And right here, I'll put Stroud right here. Josh Allen, because of the last 2 performances that you've had, I can't keep you right here in this top 10 because there are 10 quarterbacks that are playing better than you against better defenses. So I'm going to keep that right there. I got you, gang. I got you. But I still stand on what I said. And you got to keep it real. When you're not playing your best, like when it takes 3.5 quarters for you to finally like start playing good ball, I really can't, I really like, it shouldn't take you that long, especially when you're the highest paid player in the league. It shouldn't take you that long. You know what I'm saying? I'm still living off the MVP cloud that you played at last year. You feel me? And I need to see that. Because, I mean, this offense is really no difference than what it was last year. This is the same offense. It's just different linemen. Which, I mean, the guy that's at number 1 is dealing with the same exact shit. And if the guy at number 1 can get in a shootout with the guy that's right here and come out on top, I really don't see no difference why Dak can't do it. And this guy actually has, well, I don't want to say he has more weapons. This guy has more weapons. I will say that. You have, the Zay Flowers, you got Derrick Henry, and really having Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry on the same team is cheating, but that's what that is. But I think Dak and CD is probably one of the best combos in the league. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm going to leave that at that, right? Go back to my main camera. Can we get back to my main camera? Thank you. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. I always forget to turn that shit off. I'm going to get into, my who I think needs to be in jail. We about to start that segment, players that need to be in jail. And being that we just got off of the Joe Burrow, you feel me? There is a guy who is on this list who y'all gonna be like, why is he on this list? And I'm gonna tell you why. This guy's on this list. Every time this guy decides to play this team, he decides it's murder ball. Murder ball. I would add a last little word at the end, but I'm trying to keep this show as clean as possible. But it's murder ball, bitch. I'm gonna just say it. It's murder ball, bitch. Hey, listen. This man lines up outside and says, I'm going to give you 150 every time, minimum. His ass need to be in jail because he cheating. Whenever his ass plays, oh, wait, hold on. Let's move the whole screen. Whenever his ass plays, oh, shit. I'm fucking up. Whenever his ass plays these niggas here, okay? Whenever his ass decides to play these niggas here, he decides to give these niggas $150 and some change. Because what we just seen on Sunday was absolutely insane. But does anybody remember the time that he put up like $250 on them a couple years ago? And then, the last time he had a poor game versus them is, I think it was like one game Brandon Stevens held him to like under like 60 yards and a few catches. But like the way he be killing them, like, yo, bro, everybody in the league has a speed flex, bro. Everybody in the league got a speed flex. Everybody. A cat that still got the old ass Revo on, bro. Like, this is why he's killing y'all, bro. Everybody either got a D7 or like, you know what I'm saying? This guy is absolutely insane. They need to drug test him because there's no way he is not like there. He's like, I got murder on my mind. Every time he sees these niggas in purple. Every time he see these niggas in purple, bro. I swear to God, he's just killing these niggas. Hey, Jamar, I'm just letting you know, though. You not doing that versus us. Yeah, you're not putting up 150 on us this weekend. I'm sorry. Y'all not. Listen, every time good teams want to lose really bad, like not bad losses, but you lose in a really poor fashion, they like to try and take it out on the next team. And we not going to be that next team. I'm sorry, buddy. Deonte Banks is definitely going to try his best to keep you at bay. And, yeah, back to the main screen. Ja'Marr Chase, that's just the warm-up piece, though. That's just the warm-up piece. I'm just going to let y'all know right now. That's just the warm-up piece. That's the start off the show, right? That's the start off the segment. Ja'Marr Chase, you need to be in jail for freaking putting the Ravens in hell like that, okay? $170 and like 3 touchdowns. Get the fuck out of here, man. Alright, next person up. Y'all not gonna really, y'all might understand this if y'all got good memory, okay? This guy here called 2 plays at the end of a game-winning drive, called 2 plays where you put your backup running back to block the best. And when I mean the best D lineman in the league, I mean the best D lineman in the league, Chris Jones. You need to be fired. Well, not fired, but you need to be arrested for putting that man's life at jeopardy like that. Okay, that's child abuse. You for drawing that up and allowing that to happen, that's child abuse damn near. Chris Jones is like 6'5". Justice Hill is like 5'9", 5'11". Like 205. Chris Jones is like 230, 240. Look at the smile on his face. That's probably exactly how his dumbass looked when he called that play and said, yeah, Justice, go block Chris Jones for the game-winning play. Look at the stupidity on his face. Like, yo, Todd, I love you. I've loved what you've done since you came to the Ravens. I really don't like what you did in the playoffs, but I've liked what you've done with Derrick Henry. You feel me? I like what you've done for Lamar, getting him his 2nd MVP, closing in on getting his 3rd. But the next time you think using the backup running back, okay? Because I think when Keaton Mitchell comes back, Keaton Mitchell will probably creep up the running back too once he hits the ground running. But you using the backup running back right now. You using Justice Hill to block Chris Jones, bro. Your ass should have been on economy on the way home. Your ass should have been with the luggage on the way home. Because ain't no way in hell you thought that was a good ass idea. Ain't no way in hell you said, yeah, that's how that's supposed to go. Even Lamar was bamboozled. He said, what the hell? Like, when in the presser, he was like, yeah, I was kind of surprised to see Justice Hill blocking Chris Jones. But, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. It is what it is. That, like, Todd, that's insane, bro. That's insane, bro. Your ass need to be in jail for child abuse, okay? That was child abuse right there. Next person up. It's starting to get warm right now. It's starting to get hot. I don't know why he didn't go to jail. I don't even remember if the league suspended him. I think they did suspend him. But I feel like he should have been in jail for this. Okay, I don't know what was said on the field to make him do this. I know he said that Mason said something to him. Okay? But I don't know what was said in order to make this 250-pound man of pure muscle swing a 10-pound item at somebody's head. Myles Garrett, your ass need to still serve time for this, buddy. Your ass still need to serve time for this little interaction right here. Okay? This little interaction right here, your ass need to serve some real time because look at the man's face. Look. Oh, whoa. What just happened? Oops. I don't know what just happened. Hold up. Let me pull it back up. Because I wasn't done. I'm going to have to restart that for the clip. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to have to start that over for the clip. He probably did. He probably just saw a red. And can you blame him? Because I don't know what Mason had to say in order for this man to do that. But man, let's just look at this again, dog. Like, look at the man face, bro. Miles, look what you did to this man. Bro, look at your arm. The joint cock diesel. You meant to throw that with full force, bro. Like, and you aimed that joint with precision. He should, what if he would have died on the field, bro? This is attempted murder in the first degree. This is, if there was a such thing as capital attempted murder, this is attempted murder. That's what this would be. That would be capital attempted murder in the first degree. First degree. Your ass need to be in jail. You too strong to be doing shit like this, dog. You way too strong to be doing shit like this. Okay? Although this happened a few years ago, his ass ain't forget. I guarantee you every time he go to put on that helmet, that shit flashback. He'll he go and be like, his conscience used to be like, remember the time Myles Garrett swung a helmet at you? Yo, shit. Let me just strap this shit up, man. Get that flashback out my motherfucking head, man. Like, you feel me? Like, I just know he got nightmares. He sleep. Myles Garrett. You feel me? Like, do the Browns play the Titans this year? Let me go see. I don't think they do. Because that's who the quarterback for the Titans is. It's Mason Rudolph. Let me see. I don't think they do, though. Let me see who's on their schedule. Nah, they don't play him this year. Lucky for Mason Rudolph, because I'm pretty sure that Myles Garrett definitely would have tried to put him in a body bag. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, that's my current players that need to be in jail, and I got one more for y'all. I got a special player just for y'all. Okay, this man here used to be the demon of demons. Okay, he used to be the demons of demons, and when I tell y'all, defenses used to make 3 guys block this guy. And I'm pretty sure the rest of the league, everybody except this man's team, is very excited that he retired. I miss him for sure because he was a joy to watch play football. But I'm talking about the one and only, the menace to society, Aaron Donald. Now, if you look at this picture, even the man teammate is scared about what the hell what's up with you strong niggas and grabbing shit and swinging it? Do y'all not realize how hard when y'all swing stuff, the G-force that come behind that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know who he was gonna swing that at. I don't know if this guy right here just why does it keep doing that? I don't know why it keeps doing that. I don't know if that guy there decided I don't know if that guy right there decided I don't know where he's swinging his helmet to, but he's swinging it too close to me. I don't know if that's what his thought was, but I would be scared too. You know why I'd be scared? Just look at the nigga eyes. Look in this man's eyes and tell me you don't think that he would kill you. Those are eyes of a serial killer. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know what pain Aaron Donald had to go through to look like this. All right, but he would literally scare the dog shit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. You ever seen that video of Gino when Aaron Donald's coming free up the A-gap and he said, "Oh shit"? Yes, that would be me every time I walk past Aaron Donald. Because again, just zooming on the nigga eyes. Yeah, nah. You got it, buddy. You got it, buddy. I ain't gonna lie to you. When a coach says that I gotta block him one-on-one, what's that Drewski meme? Me? No. Nah. But that's all I have for you guys today. I have a new schedule coming out soon. It'll be within the next 2 weeks. I'll be streaming every day. So I'll be streaming Mondays. I'll be streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, including Saturdays and Sundays at a new hour that's coming in a few weeks. Okay? We just got to get the things going, get the things rolling. And my co-host, Meech, he couldn't be here tonight, but he will be here another day. Actually, y'all will see us in the studio together soon. So be here for that. Be there for that. I appreciate everybody that came through. I got a new sub, so I got to update my goals. Please help me get to 100. At 100 subs, all right, at 100 subs, we're doing a raffle. We're going to figure out what the gift is. We said like $100 gift card or something, whatever the case may be. We'll figure it out. Meech and I will figure it out. But please help me get to 100 subs. Get this channel booming. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter page coming real soon. TikTok page coming real soon. Until then, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Da-da-da-da-da. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know where to find the links at. Again, have a good night. Thank y'all for coming through. Peace!
3, 2, 1.
Wait, hold on. Real quick before I go. I got a new intro coming out too. I ain't gonna lie to you. That joint fire. That joint fire. But until then, enjoy this one.
3, 2, 1. We have a liftoff.